TitleMatchNetwork.com.
What is your favorite moment in your career?
My favorite moment in my career. I hate to say it, but I guess it's when I slapped the hell out of John Stossel.
All right.
I mean, that has been, I got more publicity. I got more recognition out of that. Not going in knowing that's what I was going to do. It
Right.
just, Vince wanted me, and I'm out there. What am I supposed to, blast him, tear his ass up? What am I supposed to do? That's the only thing. How you going to blast somebody, tear his ass up? And he says, I think you're fake. So now that it happened, that's probably my best moment. Plus the Morton Downey shows, they was great.
Right.
Jim Wilson, that was it.
That Jim Wilson.
And he was sitting there and he was talking about how wrestling was on the show. And of course, I got up and threw a glass of water in his face.
Oh.
And he started to stand up.
And that was with like Thunderbolt Patterson.
Dennis Caraluzzo.
Dennis Caraluzzo.
You remember that Thunderbolt? I got on
Yeah.
Thunderbolt.
Yeah.
You have nothing to complain about. They gave you every break in the
Yep.
world because you was black.
Right.
That's the only reason you got it. You wasn't a worker. You're not a wrestler. You can't even take my boots off, boy.
Yeah.
And he jumped up, and I said, "Hey, you don't want to jump up at me." And I should have brought those tapes. So I got them Morton Downey.
He's notorious though for Thunderbolt, wasn't he?
Yeah, talking about the black man didn't have the opportunity to do like the white man, all this. Oh,
But he got the biggest push for the person with the least talent.
He got every push in the world and he couldn't do nothing. He was pathetic. Bobo Brazil should have got a bigger push, Bobo never said anything to anybody, I mean, he was just business, wanting to wrestle, And, Junkyard Dog should have got a bigger push,
Right.
Kamala, he should have got a bigger push, but I guess they had to put a mask on him. I told him one day, I said, "No, I hate to be so ugly. They got to put a mask on me." He said, "I don't make any difference. I get back home, I'll eat me some chicken. I'll be all right."
Would you consider yourself a racist if people were to go, "Are you racist?"
No, I was born in the South. I was raised with black people.
Right.
Blacks was my next door neighbor. I used to live with a black family. When my mother'd go off or something to work or whatever, I'd have to stay with them, and that woman would whoop me just like my mother would.
Right.
And, we played with each other, the kids. I was raised with blacks. And that's the reason I talk so much like a black. On the telephone, I sound black. People think I'm black. That's the reason I'm such a good bounty hunter. Get on the phone, "Yo, man, Daryl there?" And they say, "Oh, this is one of the friends, right?"
Right.
And when they see me, they say, "Who was that on the phone?" That's me. You? Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm not a... You know what I'm against? I'm against people. I'm against everybody not wanting to pull their weight and wanting to live off everybody else. You got blacks that do that. You got whites that do that. You got Japanese that do that. You got Puerto Ricans that do that. You got Mexicans that do that. And then you got good and all race that go together. But as far as blacks, let me tell you, I have a lot of friends that are black. I have nothing against them. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. I remember I was over Rocky Johnson myself and his wife. We was over the house in Hawaii, and Dwayne must have been 8 years old, 7, 8 years old. And, we just wrestling around.
All right.
I never thought he'd be a movie star. And doing a heck of a job. What he's doing. Great actor, I think. He's one of the best wrestlers that ever acted, I mean, this guy does a good job. And, I have nothing against him.